Hello everyone, my name is Laura. In today's video I'm going to show you guys the top 10 things you need to know before going on a Canadian road trip. See, I went on a Canadian road trip myself last summer and I did not expect to run out of gas in Alberta or to have to go to some random farmer's field in Saskatchewan. So, without further ado, let's get into this video. So, the first thing you need to know on your Canadian road trip is how much moolah do you have? Do you have only $5 left in your bank account? Or can you make it rain for days? You need to know this because there's some gorgeous hotels in Banff, like the Banff Springs Hotel, the Lake Louise. Oh, so gorgeous. But they will cost you an arm and a leg. Or are you going to be thrifty and go to campsites every day like we did? We did a 17-day journey, all using campsites, except for we did 2 motels. And so, yeah, you need to know how much money you have and how much you want to spend. So the second thing you need to know before going out on this road trip is you need to understand that not everywhere in Canada has a bathroom. For instance, when you're going on a 12-hour hike, maybe a 3-hour hike or a 6-hour hike, maybe, nature's calling, knocking at the door, So you need to bring 3 things with you. You need to bring a shovel, you need to bring toilet paper, and you need to bring a Ziploc bag. You need to then carefully and responsibly pack out your waste, and any excrements will be left in a nice, really deep hole that you built. So you need to have those things. Okay, so the third thing you need to know before going on this Canadian road trip is to pack a ton of snacks, like an ungodly amount of snacks. Just make it rain snacks in your backpack. Because if you go on hikes that say you think are maybe, just 2 hours long, like they might turn into a 5-hour hike or something like that. You don't want your blood sugar going down low. Also, you want to pack these snacks in like a bear-proof container, specifically so that bears or any other wilderness life living out there doesn't smell it and then attack you for it. So yeah, pack tons of granola bars. The fourth thing you need to know before going on this Canadian road trip is if you are camping, you need to pack a headlamp. Headlamps are great for at night whenever you're, say, going around your campsite, you're going to the bathroom late at night, whatever, but they're also great for early morning rising when you have to then pack up your tent in the morning and then go to the next site during the day. So numerous times throughout this Canadian road trip, we would wake up at say 4 a.m. to get to these really iconic sites like Lake Louise or Emerald Lake. So you need to be able to up and go very quickly. The fifth thing that you should do on your Canadian road trip will be to pack lots of sandwiches and salads and anything you can kind of pack in a container. It will save you tons of money and time whenever you're going out on hikes all day, basically. So yeah, pack up your snacks, bring a cooler, put stuff in the cooler, bring the cooler with you in the car. Just chill out, have a snack in your car, So the sixth thing you need to know before going on this Canadian road trip is that not all of Canada is the same temperature. I know, shocking, right? You think we all live in igloos, but we do not. Actually, out in Banff, it's pretty cold, but Ontario region, it gets really, really hot in the summer. So don't think that if you're going to Banff in the summer that you're going to be able to wear, t-shirts and shorts every day. You're probably going to want to wear pants and have some extra stuff for when you sleep, and have a really nice warm sleeping bag for those really cold nights. Number 7. The 7th thing I wish I would have known before going on this Canadian road trip. So, sleeping bags, as you know, they have like a R-rated temperature. So that temperature rating is just rated for the temperature at which you will freeze and die at. So, for instance, if it's rated at negative 15 degrees, that means that that bag will carry you up to negative 15 degrees. It does not mean you will have a comfortable sleep at minus 15 degrees. So choose your sleeping bag appropriately. It can get kind of cold in Jasper and Banff at the different campsites. The 8th thing you need to know before going on this Canadian road trip is that there are bears and mountain lions. So bring your bear spray, bring your machete. Actually don't. I brought a machete because I'm paranoid and I'm from Ontario. And I don't really deal with bears on the daily. So know how to use your bear spray, spray it the proper way, watch a YouTube video on it. Don't ask me. I just watch YouTube videos whenever I went out there. Also, you should know how to identify the different types of wildlife. So, yeah, those are my tips. Some other types of wildlife that you may run into on this Canadian road trip are mountain lions or cougars, and there's also different types of bears. So remember that a cougar will see you before you see it. It will stalk its prey before it kills it. So remember that. The second thing you need to know is that the different types of bears. So when they say this fancy expression, if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. What they mean by that is it's all to do with the different tendencies of the bear to either attack your face or kill you, or if you should fight back during that quick split moment that could save your life. The ninth thing that I wish I had known on my cross Canada road trip is that Canada actually has rattlesnakes. Shocking, I know, right? So we were in the Badlands of Alberta and right near Hoodos. And yeah, there's black widows and rattlesnakes. So maybe wear some long hiking pants, some higher hiking shoes, you know? Safety first. The 10th thing you should know before going on this Canadian road trip is what hikes you want to do. If you're like me and you're kind of an outdoor enthusiast and you want to go to, say, Western Canada specifically for hikes, you should plan out kind of roughly what day you want to do which hike. There are tons of hikes that are all on the Government of Canada website and on the All Trails app. You should download that app. Not sponsored, wish I was. But yeah, those different hikes, they vary from simplistic hikes like, maybe 30-minute hike all the way up till multiple multi-day hikes. So choose your hike accordingly. Also, another thing that we learned on our trip was that sometimes the Parks Canada guides, they don't always know, say, the best hike for you to choose. For instance, me and my mom were gonna do this really easy hike. I think it was called like Tunnel Mountain something. I don't know, it was in Banff. And we asked the Parks Canada guides, do you have any better hike that you'd recommend for that? And basically they're like, oh yeah, we recommend the Sea Level Cirque Trail. So I was like, okay. And he's like, it's gonna be about 2 to 3 hours, which was similar to the other timing it said that our other trail would take. But this hike took us 5 hours, and no joke, it was like the steepest hike. Like you had to actually climb up at some points in the hikes. And to get to like the very, very top view, you actually had to do rock climbing up this top portion. So yeah, it was kind of insane. Lesson learned, check the Government of Canada websites. Also, if that's a really fit person, probably they were able to do it in 3 hours. We literally saw people running up it. But me, who was maybe, little out of shape, and just the altitude alone, like every few seconds you need to like take a breather. Take my puffer because I'm asthmatic, but yeah. So kind of like for a bonus tip, I wanted to tell you guys that if you want to see any of the really, really popular attractions like Lake Moraine, Lake Louise, or Emerald Lake, you really, really need to get there early. Like I'm talking like 4 a.m. So you basically need to be up and out of your area 3:30 a.m. drive there, because you really want to make sure you get the parking spot, and then you can also take amazing sunrise pictures before you see all the crowds at like 10 a.m. What happens is that if these areas or parking areas are closed, they'll literally close off the road if the parking lots are full. So then you have to keep coming later throughout the day to see if those parking spaces have opened up. The other alternative is that you take a shuttle bus, but because of the world situation that's happening right now, we did not want to do the shuttle bus, so yeah. But maybe it will be different when you go there. And the last thing that you should know before going on your cross Canada road trip is that there's no reception in lots of parts of Canada. Like on the Icefields Parkway, good luck, you ain't getting reception. So maybe bring a GPS or satellite GPS if that's really, really important to you. But yeah, just download all your Google Maps ahead of time so that you can avoid having no reception and getting lost for multiple hours. So yeah. Okay guys, so that has brought us to the end of the video today. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and leave a comment down below if you are thinking of going on a cross Canada road trip. I'd love to hear what you guys think, and what did you not know about before coming to Canada? Leave it in the comments below. Anyway, till next time. Bye, guys.